I'm Mike Jolley, Senior Manager Technical Support, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the sizing of your EP-Cube system. There's a couple factors you need to consider in addition to financial capability and what else is going on with the house. What you really want to look at is the load and what the expectation is of the homeowner. A larger home with a single stack similar to what's behind me is going to really struggle to do a whole home backup, especially if there are air conditioning loads, electric heating loads, electric dryers, ranges, any heavy load appliance is going to limit your ability to do a whole home backup. If you are in a situation where you're trying to use the battery to capture some of the peak generation in the daytime and just push it to the nighttime for overnight use, then you may want to consider a partial home backup situation where you get full utilization of the battery while you're on grid, and when the utility goes down and you go into backup, then you are only going to get your limited critical backup required loads powered. Your convenience loads and your comfort loads and general loads like cooking, those would not be supported. If you have a very frequent situation, a very frequent outage situation, you live in an area where you're subject to a lot of outages and you have extended periods with these outages, then you may want to look into a multiple hybrid situation and make sure you have adequate power. There's two factors to consider: your immediate power demand and your overall energy demand. You can use 6 batteries in 2 different ways. You can do 2 3-stacks, which would give you 10 kW of instantaneous power and 19.9 kilowatt hours of backup. Or you could do a single 6-stack, which would be one hybrid, which would be limited to 7.6 kW, still the same 19.9 kilowatt hours. In the single stack configuration, you have less power available to run the heavy loads. You can do an endless amount of configurations. Once you get to a 5-stack battery, you're at a full 7.6 kW per hybrid. So if you really want to support a whole home backup situation, you may want to consider something like 2 5-stacks, 16.6 kilowatt hours each, a little over 33 kilowatt hours. And then in that configuration, you would be able to apply 60 amps per line 1 or line 2 for a total of 15.2 kW of power demand. We can sometimes help you with these decisions, help your customers. One thing our design team is really, our core function is, we want to look at your designs and we want to review your designs and tell you if you have something on your single line diagram or something that is not correctly shown and should be changed before you get to the installation. So if you would like us to review your designs, we would be happy to. You can send us at epcube_design@csisolar.com. Once again, that's epcube as one word _design@csisolar.com. We're happy to review your designs and provide any additional input to ensure that you'll have a successful project. Thanks for using EP-Cube.